In this video, we are going to learn how to draw this figure. The instruments needed for this drawing includes a set square, a rule, your pair of compasses, your pencil, and your T-square. Alright, let's get right into it. Now, to make the process easy, I'm going to divide this figure into 3 sections. Section 1, 2, 3. Let's call the first section the left block. This would be our right block. And here we would call it our frame. You can call it whatever you want. Alright, let's first draw our left block and the right block. Now, before we start drawing, you need to make sure that your T-square is in alignment with your drawing paper. When this is so, it will make the drawing of horizontal lines very easy. So as you can see here, my T-square is in alignment with the drawing paper. So I'm going to draw my horizontal base line. Now let's determine the total length of this figure. Now we have 8 millimeters, 16 millimeters, 16 millimeters. So we have 40 millimeters for the length of the left block. Now this is the same as for the right block. Now for the frame, we have 4 millimeters here, and this will be the same as this. It will be the same as this, 4 millimeters. Now for the bars, we have 5 of them and 4 spaces, 5 bar, 4 spaces, and each of length 8 millimeters. Alright, so we have 4 millimeter spacing plus 8 of 5 bars plus 8 of 4 spaces, then this 4 space here. I have 4 plus 40 plus 32 plus 4. If you total them, you'd get 80. So the frame is having a length of 80 millimeters. Remember that for the left block is 40. So you have 40 plus 80 plus 40, which should give us 160 millimeters. So we have the total length of our figure to be 160 millimeters. Now let's take that reading on our rule. The block has a length of 40 millimeters. So we'll measure 4 centimeters on the rule. Let's name this point A and here B. We're going to project these lines. We're going to project this line up. All right. We've been given the height from this baseline to the point here. Now let's draw the intermittent lines. Now we're going to mark 8 millimeters along this perpendicular line. Now with the t-square, transfer the same height along the remaining perpendicular lines. Now let's draw the intermittent vertical lines. Alright. From here to here it's 8 millimeters, followed by 16 millimeters and another 16 millimeters. From here it's 16, 16, 8 millimeters. Let's read 8 millimeters. Now let's use the same readings to mark this end. Now you need to be careful when you're drawing these intermittent lines. Leave a space. You draw in the next box. You leave a space. Draw in the next box. And so on. Now we'll have to construct for these lines too. So we'll measure 8 millimeters here. We'll bisect this section. Now let's do the same thing for the right block. Alright, now we move on to drawing this rectangular boxes. Four millimeters. Now the height of this rectangular box is 8 millimeters. Now, from this point to this point is also 8 millimeters. The same thing for this part, 8 millimeters, 8 millimeters, 8 millimeters. All right. This distance has been given us 4 millimeters. All right. And the same as this. Now we can just draw one and use the t-square to connect for all. I'm going to repeat for the other ones. Now, the radius of this semicircle is 12 millimeters, implying that this distance is 12 millimeters, but this distance here is also 4 millimeters. So in essence, 4 plus 12 would give us 16 millimeters. So that would be our center to inscribe the circle. I'm going to measure 16 millimeters. Stand at any of the points and mark. Repeat for the same block. Now with a radius of 12 millimeters, which is the same as 1.2 centimeters, stand at the point, the center, and inscribe your semicircle. Alright, now we are done with the left block and the right block. Let's move on to the drawing of our frame. Four millimeters spacing. Now let's look at where it will end. 1, 2, 3. In the middle of 1, 2, 3. The fourth box from the top. At the middle of the fourth box, counting from the top. 1, 2, 3. So here, 1, 2, 3, here. You could see it's exactly at the middle. You can see that it is exactly at the middle. So if this is 8, this distance will be 4 millimeters. Now to draw these 5 bars, we would have to extend our first 8 millimeter line. Length of 8 millimeters each. The spaces are as well 8 millimeters. Now for accuracy, I'm going to use a rule for this measurement. Now you can see clearly that this point where the line starts to incline, it's in alignment with this particular line. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So what we'll do is to use our t-square to draw a horizontal line through that particular point. Now this tip, the tip of the bar, are in alignment with this line. Alright. Now we know from this point to this point is 8 millimeters. So half of it will be 4 millimeters. Now transfer this marking to the respective line on top of the other. Now use a rule to connect the ends. Alright. Now let's draw this bars. This is 8 millimeters. From this point to this point is 8 millimeters. So let's measure 8 millimeters. Now, from this point, if we were to extrapolate this line here, alright, this will be 4 millimeters. So it's just the same as standing here and marking 4 millimeters down here. Take note to not draw these boxes in the bars. Alright, they need to be in between the bars. Now for this, we'll stand here and measure 4 millimeters. The same thing for here too. So you should have something like this after erasing all the extra lines. Alright, so these are the steps to follow anytime you want to draw this figure. Please leave a comment in the section below. Let us know if this video was helpful. Also, click on the like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching.